I have a bad habit of breaking things before I start streaming. Anyway, we should be all good now. Hello, everybody. My name is David. You can call me Zen. You can call me Kieran. I answered everything, all the above. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Last time we were been a little bit, but I remember that we fought Odin again. We lost again. We got Shiva. This time, we are going to be continuing on our merry way here at the hideout. As soon as I remember how to switch over to the game itself. Okay, there we go.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Anywho, I hope everybody's been doing well. Sorry that I was a little bit late, but I flubbed one of my camera settings last second. So it made it a bit that same old scuff. Oh wait, was I supposed to do side stuff?
Joshua? Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness.
I know, but
it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
I always forget to hit record as well. Oh my goodness.
What is this place?
Oh, hey, medicine girl.
Don't move.
Did I break it? Okay, hopefully that looks better.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Now, I wonder if they're going to give Medicine Girl a name.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
I don't think it's necessarily foreshadowing quite yet, because this was an event that already had happened like a couple streams ago. Where Dion went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed,
Are you sure about that?
thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Never. He'll never come back. Unless the story makes it a necessity for some reason. Okay, so what's happening here?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Now, if we end up on this moon again, I'm going to have a problem. I already did that once with Final Fantasy 14.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
As you
will
should,
take your
Taria.
medicine.
Of course, Lady Taya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Both of which makes
Then we must
sense.
find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Hey, this all makes sense. This all makes sense. Me?
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
All right. So I'm not going to talk to Vivian because we have so much side stuff that we need to take care of before we head over to Waloed, or Ash rather. So let's talk to August and see what's going on here.
News then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
Oh no.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
All
I
right.
won't let that happen.
Didn't think he would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should
True.
tell him?
No.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
So I'm pretty sure that he's going to find out one way or another. But I appreciate the effort of trying to keep him safe from that knowledge. I guess I can appreciate that much. All right. But next we got to talk to Vivian. Well, not Vivian. Whoever's down here. Like I totally know how to navigate this this hideout, even though, you know, I've been here every single time. Oh, you know.
How was she? The Enterprise.
So, Owain, what do you need?
Sid. Don't tell me.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional. Let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them. And trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly.
All right.
Good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, wait.
So, what exactly is this?
We've got a couple of examples here.
Oh, okay. So I need to.
Spherical echo.
More fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal hell. And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echo?
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmecca.
All right then.
It'll do.
Okay. I don't know what benefit this is gonna give us for an upgrade, but I'll take more upgrades when I can get them.
With Canva,
So we need to go to Lost Plume, Advent, and the Silent Sow. 3 different regions, no big deal. We need to go also head over to our little Betty Bye area to see the missives for quests that we may have received via letter. Other than that, I'm, as mentioned in the title, I actually went to Fanfest, the convention slash like presentation news things for
Anything catch your eye?
Final Fantasy 14. And oh god, there's quests in every region.
Always something.
I don't want to
in
teleport
there.
there just quite yet. I need to grab some of the other quests. This might actually be a side quest stream, while the one later today might be actually more catered to story. But as I was saying, I went to FanFest this past weekend, and honestly, I'll say that was actually my first like convention type event that I've ever went to. And honestly, I'm very happy that I went. I definitely think that it was worth it. And for the first event to come back in about 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, it was everything that I needed it to be.
There's no way
I do have my own little criticisms of it, but I mean, it's more of the convention itself and not the announcements that were made during the presentation. I feel like they were putting a much larger emphasis on the number of people attending, which isn't a bad thing by any means. I think it's important that you get as many people as you can to attend an event. So that way a lot of people can have that experience of seeing certain things like for the first time. I think I'm actually going to upload my reaction to the Dawn Trail trailer as probably a short on here once I figure out how to do that. So but after that, I mean, everyone was super excited. We got to see a lot of the different stuff to get.
Where are you?
Okay.
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information.
Thank you for being
Once they'd
vague.
settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
All right. Last thing that I want to check before we go on to the side questing spree. What's it called? The hunt board. that we... Oh, we are currently, I guess, done with all the hunts. I found I guess I found it a little bit strange that for once we just have primarily side quests and then nothing more really. So why don't we go on ahead, and we need to travel basically around the world, around every area that we've known thus far, and get a whole bunch of side quests done. So first things first, I am actually going to head to Martha's Rest and grab not only the quest that's in the inn, but also just there's a quest that's right in town, surprisingly. Okay, so let's see.
Doris should be somewhere nearby.
Let's go on ahead and start off with grabbing the additional quest here. All right, Martha, what do you got for us?
Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself.
That I agree with.
Those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Right, that makes sense.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole.
Oh, so they fill holes now, don't they?
That'll wither away at first.
I'm sorry.
Frost. And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Right. Next major quest line in Rekindling the Flame. Alright, and I guess while we're here, let's go and figure out what needs to be done. Oh, I need to look for Doris. Right. Hello, Doris.
I've got greens of all shapes. Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have.
Doris, I need your help.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, I found her on accident. Sweet.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Sounds like we got a plan over here with Doris. I remember now that, like, ever since that one side quest with Sid and Otto, I have not been the same person. I'm now like slightly paranoid that I'm just gonna be missing stuff if I don't like chill. Which honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I missed some stuff now, but like, it is what it is. Maybe one day I can revisit this game in like New Game Plus just to fill in the gaps. That looks like the world is still terrible. Everything's just gonna be Akashic. But I currently have no reason to fight most mobs at the moment. And that's only because everything's level 33, I'm level 41. So, let's see. Oh, I missed my turn. Hold on. Need Tokyo Drift. Hold on. Can we jump? Oh, we can't jump right? Oh, that's so lame. Okay. Look at me fly. Can't tell me that this isn't cute, even though chocobos can't really fly very well. I still remember the one day that I found this out on a whim, the whole flying thing. I think just one day I just randomly decided to press X and then I just saw that I was flying and I was like, huh? Eh? All right, so I'm handling the escort part.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
She said kill him, acting like
to try.
I... Alright, so... Right, I forgot. I have new Shiva powers. And don't mind me trying to remember how to play this game, by the way. Oh, he's not in range of the zap. I hate it here. Wait, I was saying it got up to 50? I did not know that limit break autos work pretty well into that. So I think the thing that I'm learning about Rhyme, by the way, is that yes, I stream on YouTube now. But yeah, I've streamed on YouTube ever since I started ffxvi, which was probably like a month, almost a month ago now. Honestly, I thought I would like Rhyme as an ability, but if it's a set distance, I don't think I do. I'll have to play with it a little bit more.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I
If at all.
surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Yep. I don't mind streaming on YouTube as much, especially now I can control the visual quality a little bit
I
better.
take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She
At
raised
least it
me like a
isn't
daughter,
for
and I did
intimacy reasons.
terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world.
Okay. I felt the exact same way, Robert.
Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's
These side
the
quests
reason
are
I loved you
wild.
so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
I still, to this day, I will say this over and over again. I need to have that little slutty waist that Clive has.
I should head back to the hideaway and put
I want to be wide, but then like skinny waist. Oh, sometime. Hello? I wanted to still be in that region. I'm upset.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't
The
be
dame
getting
works.
off
Well,
lightly.
I shouldn't say the dame
Empire
works
may
fast
have no
because
love
it's
for
sometime
bearers,
later, but
but
the
it's
dame
none
works
too fond
fast.
of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Right. First of many side quests done. Hopefully not a lot of these side quests take like an egregious amount of time. I'm still mad that it blinked me back here. I didn't want to be back here yet. Just for the record, I'm the type of person who prefers turning in like all their quests at the same time. Okay, I think going to Hawk City, the Hawk Cliff Fast travel point's probably gonna be our fastest way. I don't have to worry about random things trying to kill me.
Faster.
Oh, right. Wait a minute. Wait, is this town... Oh, this town got screwed. No. This town where everyone hated me.
The whole village is turned. That'll do, girl.
Oh, that's such a shame. Okay. That is actually such a shame that this entire village turned. I mean, we were only here for like 2 seconds, mind you. But doesn't mean I can be happy about it. There was a Wait a minute. I hope I got the... I'm actually a little sad. I hope I got the soundtrack from that guy. Because if I did not get that soundtrack from that poor guy, then I'm gonna be sad. Okay, not... Oh, Torgal was still fighting something. Oops. I'll say, camera, I'm gonna need you to work with me just this once. There we go.
Come on.
Let's see. Yep, so all I guess I have left is to grab the ruins from the side quest, and then we can move on to another region. We're probably gonna go to Dalmek next, because I think we have a lot of stuff to do there. But also, imagine if I knew how to navigate, like, at all. Am I fighting this thing over here? Hello, are y'all it?
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Hey, yo, I got a parry. Hey, I got the parry. Easy.
To find this spherical echo.
See, I know what I'm doing most of the time. Even though really what it came down to is that I found one combo. I've stuck to that one combo for the entirety of this game.
Just too much to find.
All right, and then we got to teleport over to East Pool, and then we are basically done with the Rosaria. Feels weird.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow up.
But it feels weird like everybody's here working at Eastpool, but because it's also like the pseudo end of the world, doesn't feel like there's a
Lord
community being
Rossfield.
rebuilt.
What brings you to Eastpool? A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
All right.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
But they have to learn, right?
You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and
Yeah, because let's say bearers no magic. Kinda, sorta.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
Some of you may die. Honestly, probably a good chunk of you.
You would
But
send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
thank you, Martha. Come in here. All right.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does.
All right, pop
we
off.
all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village, your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you?
Yes.
You going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Did that work? Or are they all stupid? Well, I shouldn't say stupid, but...
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it.
There we go.
Protect what's mine, or die trying.
As you should.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
All right.
Gladly.
I got you. Now, is this going to look like a little bit of like a war scene? You guys think?
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
All right, let's do this.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Now, is Martha going to go around beating them with a giant frying pan? You know, if I get to see that, then I would be very happy.
The calm before the storm.
What do you mean the calm before the storm? They're already here.
And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. It's over. It's over.
Oh, so is this how you want to play, Mr. Goblin? I hope he liked eating wall for breakfast. But I think my current skill kit, now that I've had like a little bit of time to play around with it, probably not the greatest like thing to kind of combo together, unfortunately. Five.
Fire and flame!
That's it. There are a lot of Akashic enemies coming in to like invade. That was very easy, but I think I'm also overleveled for the side quest. Fame is overleveled in general.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
May the Founder protect us all. Do I think the Founder will protect us? Probably not. But we make our realities a reality and stuff. I don't know, sometimes words are just hard, you know, guys? But before we move forward, I think I'm gonna change how I currently function. I think instead of Rhyme, I'm gonna use Ice Age. Actually, wait, no. I could do Ice Age into Mesmerize. I mean, Wicked Wheel into Mesmerize. So then, okay, you know, the brain's working. The synapses are forming, or whatever. You know, the brain's doing brain things. I don't know if what I just like initially set up is gonna work, but I'm wholeheartedly willing to give it a shot. But yeah, so we're supposed to be looking for an Akashic Coral or Curl, Earl, COEURL, the lion zappy thing with the whiskers.
There it is. With me, Togo.
There we go. There we go. I'd argue that I'm pretty decent at the game now. Well, yeah, I think pretty decent is a fair assessment of my capabilities.
Back to Eastpool.
All right, so we should be all good, yeah?
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
And that's how you know he jinxed it.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Exactly.
Come on, then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Yes.
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marshes?
Yep. That was in the demo.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest
Happy
of the
for
world
war.
will be safe in yours.
This is so wholesome.
I'll do my best.
All right, so now we can go talk to Martha and turn in this quest. This quest was a little heartwarming. Being able to help kind of effectively just rebuild another community due to basically the end of the world being low-key upon us.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
I'm glad that Clive is not a no, you don't have to, being all modest.
Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid.
And now you met
I am
Sid.
to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Sounds like him.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well,
This quest is
we
cute.
both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
I love Clive so much. Just a really nice guy, you know? All right, and I guess we finished off that mini arc. So now we actually don't really need to be in Rosaria for the time being. There's still this place in the dim that I would like to check later, but still don't think we can at the moment. So our next objective is probably to head to Dalmec, because we have even more quests to do. But yeah, what it's slowly starting to look like is that this stream is going to be the side quest stream where we just chilling and working.
Clive! I just wanted to see how the town... since we, all is absolutely wonderful. And firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and just as the good Lady Jane and Lord
Are you a lord? Lubor, they're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child. And the vote, but if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my... Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying... May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and they have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Okay.
And they grow more organized by the day.
So do you just want me to take them out?
All off just like last time. No matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more... Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-well, perhaps a certain Lord Underhill? How could I refuse? Thank you, my... Victor will fill you in on the pit. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you. I'll go and speak with him.
Right. So we gotta go beat up some bandits. Again. But this is the desert region, so I should not be very surprised if at all. Alright, I'm just trying to see what will be the best way of organizing myself. I think heading out to the south with the scout, probably a good start.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to a sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Hey. So we need to head for that bandit camp. Then we can take the fast travel point up here to get the stuff there, and then we can rotate this way to get the duty underlying quest, and then okay.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them.
Ready, go?
No match for us.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, so I have a game plan. Ambrosia, as supposed to say. And then, you know, Ambrosia is the best girl for being able to get us from point A to point B very quickly. Now we're going to go for a big leap and we're going to fly. Or I guess as far as those wings are willing to take me, at least.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Nock and Fingers! Take his head off! Stay down!
How many bandits are there actually going to be? All right, now listen here, you healers. Derogatory. There we go. Bandits were easy enough. All right, steel, silk, some bloody hide, and some bloody hide.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
Oh dear.
What? Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here. But I know one thing. Lubor needs all the...
You're right.
Don't you just love the idea of doing one good thing and then you're getting chastised by an entire town for it? I understand the whole lying sentiment. I understand that they could be pissed about that. But they could have...
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to...
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me...
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. And quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
Wait, if you know what to do, why can't you do?
We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however.
I'll do what I can.
I love my alternate identity.
Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
All right. Go to the tavern. Let's try to get people to stop being stupid.
He knew all along that he... Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
Yes.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. Oop. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
I would have just hit them with the y'all dumb, y'all stupid.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Okay.
Why the hell would Victor take
This is just some internal city drama, good lord.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Maybe y'all
Trust
can
me,
convince
little
them?
ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Dang. There's so much drama in this town.
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do,
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Wait, that's really how the side quest... I'm mad that I'm invested. That's really how the side quest ends, huh? Whatever, game. Whatever. Let's go up here. Let's get our stupid core while we're over here.
run like the wind.
I'm upset. I'm also upset that I can't... Ambrosia. I don't even know... I don't know. Obviously, like from like a big meta standpoint, I feel like this is all going to get ultimately resolved in the end.
Enough of you.
Doesn't make me happy about it though. Ooh, this bomb be bombing. La Bomba. Oh, the bomb done blew up. There we go. Easy as pie.
2 down, 1 to go.
All right. Next, we can head to the blacksmith village.
So Dravost is still standing.
Dravost.
For now, at least.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Yep. I knew he'd find out. As he should.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What
all right,
you
tell
had
him.
to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved?
Oh!
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can
Period.
finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
All right. This is just like drama central in Dalmec. Like, goodness gracious.
You, ready for the off then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with you. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside.
Understood.
Okay. I've been kind of using my own discretion depending on like what's being said in the dialogue to like
That's our job. Once the
keep
scouts are
keep
inside, order
the
your men
flow
to
just a
barricade
wee
the
bit
gates.
faster.
No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah. I need to scoot over. What happens when I've just been chilling?
All right. Which one of you's first?
I did too early. Oop, that scorpion's gone. Like I don't have like as many cooldowns as I thought I was going to. Oh no, the Griffin's also Akashic. And I mistimed that too. Okay, Torgal, I didn't think you needed to hit like your Super Saiyan mode, but like pop off, King. Pop off. Don't let me stop you from your greatness.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Oh, an Akashic Manicore? Or maybe just a... No, not Manicore. Chimera, sorry.
Not getting past me.
That was not a good stagger phase. Oh my goodness. All right, time for my DPS combo. There we go. That is more like it. So, like, I need to see what happens if I use it as, like, an actual dodge. I love that I can use that to, like, hypothetically expand dodge windows. There we go. I don't know if I like this setup for like boss damage. I realize I prefer like boss damage setups rather than like more overworldy type. But it is what it is.
Did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As I should.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
As you should.
So you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Don't know if that's a good train of thought to follow, but pop off, I guess.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation.
That's what being a multi-level dominant
monster's nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things, but mostly I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home.
He does actually have bring up some very valid points.
And I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
Development!
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Well,
They're
even, but Dravos just
They're making up.
Was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere.
My watch is on the wrong
People who
hand.
trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway.
Exactly.
Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
What I'm thinking about is that they had their whole disagreement when they were a lot younger.
Even better
And I've noticed that just you give stuff time and like some more years, and like you can make up a lot of lost time. Cracked anvil seal?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of.
Wait, are we gonna have what I'm gonna call the gay sword?
Are enough to make a jeweler cry, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a difference between the two of us. I'd say we're the...
So are they gonna work together to make this blade for us?
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Hey, so I guess we're gonna get a very powerful sword here in a little bit. But not yet. Gotta go to the obelisk. We still have one more side quest to do in Dalmec. Yeah, this might just be a super heavy side quest stream with the one story cutscene at the beginning.
Are you buying or selling?
Okay, so those I can buy a ton of.
Anything else? A fine choice. Anything else? Go safely.
All right, so what's this last side quest have for us? I need to head over to Duty Underlying, which the guy is inside. Unless is it one of Joshua's guys?
Is there
It
aught
is.
the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fall, as if protecting.
Secrets
we
see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there, if you would consent to do so in my stead.
Okay.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey.
All right, let's get going. I love more lore, you know, expanding our universe with Ultima. Love that. I love how they say it's a short walk, but that ain't no walk. But I will take the route through the guild path, so that way I can make this as painless of a trip as possible. Because I just realized that we actually have never been to Titan's Wake before. Gonna ignore you. My guess, by the way, is that there's probably gonna be a hunt in this little area right here. And there's probably gonna be some other stuff that we're gonna have to look into eventually. But I wonder when we're gonna get our next S rank hunt, to be honest with you guys. That is something that I am indeed quite curious about. And I haven't seen any more of those challenge thingies. You guys know the one. There's one in the Rosaria region that I was able to find on my own. That I did attempt to do once on stream, but it did not go well. Alright, so we are almost there. And we're in this other village that they were just talking about. And thank goodness, oh, this is my fast travel point that I could use to get closer to this region. The fields of Karava.
Straight home now.
Oh, I haven't done this yet. This street. Hold on, wait. Torgold. Wait. No.
You all right, boy?
There we go. I was gonna say, almost totally forgot. Oh, they're dead.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
Oh wait, everyone? Oh dear.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
I'm surprised that still counted as hitting him. Oh! I missed the block. That almost got me screwed.
It's over.
Oh, stagger him. Please. There we go. There we go. Well, we're gonna go back to that guy and we're just gonna be like, well, you see, oh, you know.
Stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not?
Yep.
We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
So teach
You
us.
call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
I mean,
we are
actually,
charged with uncovering Ultima's origins.
Actually, it kind of is
of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
Yeah.
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying
I'll say people who are a part of the Undying, like,
to what do we owe the
stay
honor of your
wild.
presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agree to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Oh my goodness.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Let us continue then. There is a second.
I want to take a quick little exploration around this town just in case there might be an additional chest or two. Just like this one. Even though I truly don't need any more steel silk. Or sharp fangs. Okay, well, I mean, there wasn't much left of that town since everybody got wrecked. Let's talk to Cyril and then be wrapped up with here in Dalbec.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
Yep.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
I needed to stretch. That felt nice.
I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught.
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen, were these your order?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Sorry if I'm kind of skipping through
Cyril.
text. I realized that.
I know that you and your brethren, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua... Please.
I thank you for your... If you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do what we... As first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
I'd be really reading this kind of fast. Or at least getting an aggressive... Okay, there we go. I think one thing I'm also going to change while I'm thinking about it is that I want to adjust my setup just a tad. Don't really like mesmerize all that much, so I'm going to switch over to Ice Age, which I mean doesn't have a lot of stagger, but think we're rocking out pretty nicely. So lightning rod, that's fine. Raging fist, that's fine. And gouge, that's fine. Remember how good the Drake Slayer belt was for like all of its time? Okay, so next we do have to go to Bokland. We're actually not done in Dalmek yet. Get me out. There's so much drama in this godforsaken region. Well, we get to talk to Theodore again, so it's okay.
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiate...
That is good.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should... But I still have much and more to... You couldn't do me a...
All right, small favor. I'll take it.
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El. Find out exactly how much fast...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Our reputation points are gonna have been skyrocketing from doing all these quests. But I was surprised that they gave us so many. Because we still haven't even gone to San Breck yet.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault.
I know, but...
Oh, whoops, I did not mean to hit A or X too many times.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
Blah, 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 blah.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
Probably
You
not.
have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
All right. Head on over. And unfortunately, I have to walk there.
Need to Porto when there's no river.
Why do I have to walk everywhere? I still think it's a crime that ambrosia isn't allowed in towns. I think that's one of the few things that takes things down a peg, but I am just lazy and don't like walking. Okay, I do like that though, that if I like...
Run like the wind.
That if I hold down the button up until it'll let me, that it'll just go. Anyway, my goal this stream is probably to squeeze as much of all these side quests as I can, get them all done. The next stream we can just jump right into the story. Hey, let's I guess since it's been a little bit already in the stream, I should go back and we're about to run to Eloise in a second. But I would like to talk about Fanfest a little bit more.
You deserve a rest.
Girl, why are you cowering in fear of my chocobo?
Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Oh?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
Ooh.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers.
Honestly, Eloise has been kind of big brain.
I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack.
A
pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Sounds like it's a job for me.
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
Yeah.
Hold on, Theo. Come.
Oh, you're all the way over here. And there's no way I'm walking all the way over there.
Let's go.
You know, it's wild to me to think that I used to have the motion blur on in this game. I'm glad they made it a setting and not necessary. Wait, can I not jump down from right here? Will my chocobo just break its ankles? Oh, I just completely missed the side turn. Never mind. Hold on. You know, sometimes the brain cells aren't braining, or selling for that matter. All right, can I jump from down here? Okay, there we go.
No need to ride from here.
Oh, I'm finally gonna fight something over here?
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
Wait a minute.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
I've got to go. Very slowly, I might add. Wish there was a way to like force the sprint to be a little bit faster. Knowing my luck, there's probably a button. I didn't pay attention. Ooh, I see the ether float over there. Come on, Theo. You can live. I have faith that he won't turn Akashic. Oh, yeah, where is that dragon?
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
I need to reread how Shiva's dash works. I like the frostbite, but oh, I can charge it. Okay. All right, where's the dragon?
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Or like dragon find
me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
42,000. Not bad. Dragons are so hard, dog. There we go. Okay, Dragon's dead. See, that was with the difficulty of what the other Svarog without I was originally like anticipating when I first did this. But unfortunately, life did not pan out politely towards me.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh no!
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Hold on, I gotta sit up for this one.
Elle's dream. Theodore. Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait.
No! Oh! I don't even know what to say. What could I say to that?
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
Are you sure?
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I'll give you a little bit of love, Eloise. May not be the best heart, but it is a heart.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to people's faces and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
This one hurt a little bit. I genuinely wasn't expecting how it went. I got the Scarlet Cyclone cooldown accessory.
Eloise isn't the type to...
So now we've cleared out Dalmec. Now it's time for me to head to Sandbreck. There's 2 more quests left. I'm going to focus on getting the Weirder Science one done. And then we'll actually... Let's see where we need to go for this other quest.
All but done for.
Because depending on where we're needed, it might be better to at least acquire this first quest, where I'm guessing we're going to be talking to the Dame first. Yeah, overall, depending on where we're needed, it might just be easier to do this.
I don't trust this Duke. Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by...
And what does he want with...
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises...
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discover...
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him, the soldier.
How? By speaking out against one of them, a man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face now. Any attempt, given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
Who could blame?
Clive, would you offer your services to Northreach? You have, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty, but well.
I'll see what
Okay, so we're basically just stopping
Thank you, Clive.
a repurposing of this
Where will I
area.
find this Duke? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right.
Man, everybody, all this drama and emotions, you know, made some stuff for the better, and some stuff turned out for not necessarily the worst, but just for
Remembrance
worse.
ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the garrison.
And something, a little detail that I would like to point out is that I do like that the NPCs are also talking about like some of the quests that are going on.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass, but you should be all right. His Eminence, wait here. Up.
Blah 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 blah. Oh, sorry.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A pride of place, in fact. For too long,
You guys already know I'm not the biggest fan of Sambrek, like this region, like not at all. Every time we've been here, I've been bored.
It is they who shall see the Holy Empire.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles, which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both. Plans are soon enough. These thralls...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach.
The people will do as they... If Sandbreck is to be one whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so, and yet there are those who persist in peddling the...
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that?
Oh, dang. Okay, pop off, girl.
Sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
There could be a completely different government structure.
Beggars. Is that what Griga wills for?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
All right.
Begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Sabine.
And I'm even lazy enough to just do this. Okay.
The Dominion's all but done for.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. No, it's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
All right, one person doesn't like him. I imagine that the rest are going to be feeling very similar. Let's talk to ourselves, our chocobo tamer or caretaker. Probably the best word for that.
Question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of...
Don't get me started.
Oh, he already sounds
Build a life for
angry.
yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to it. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Revolution, revolution, revolution. So we're trying to stop a full-scale revolution, basically.
Sell anything today?
As much.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain...
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place, and with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was...
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off.
Well, the
all right.
people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
All right, so the soldiers are kind of spread through the town, so I guess we're just gonna have to find a way to loop kind of nicely.
Does it matter?
I think we should probably start off with the lower left, then work up the middle, then go to the right.
You're the one who's talking.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to... What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the empire, but with my wife and children.
Okay, that makes sense.
If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off...
So I guess for the people, for the soldiers, it's not necessarily what's best for everyone, but kind of thinking about themselves and their livelihood. This is their job.
Some sort. Do you think that's a good?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor... Look, no one likes all these... Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
It's interesting to at least hear a lot of these different perspectives. And also the amount of care that they actually did put into like getting all this like voice acted and everything. Helps feel the town feel more whole.
Excuse me, do you have... I wondered if you'd mind sharing...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. But if they volunteered, a few more of their... I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the empires. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Yep, I get it. I get both sides. People don't want to have their lives uprooted, but the people who are already in the situation where they have to work don't want to lose their jobs either. They want to get a sense of familiarity of stability, right?
Do you have a
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last. How can I help?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke. Do you intend to go along?
To tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't...
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what... Well, gee, thanks again.
All right, revolution. Revolution. Revolution.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
All right, let's head back to the Dame, Isabel.
Well,
I already forgot how to get to her. I'm just kind of winging it with the random path, but it looks like it's straightforward enough. Straightforward enough. I'm just trying to keep myself occupied while I'm waiting for this quest to be over with.
Clive.
Revolution.
Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was.
But blah 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 blah.
So, well, it will certainly, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the towns. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chest. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion. And the soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank. But...
I thought as... Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say I thank you for
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's order, protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. With you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us. Stan, that has always been Northreach. We have only to turn our attentions. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for... Speaking of standing together, would you... I fear His Eminent...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
A lot of these guys' arcs are starting to wrap up.
Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe. I, for my part, shall continue to work, but I suspect until then...
Until then?
Oh, was this just NPC talking the side quest? Oh. I mean, I don't mind. Thanks, Girly Pop. Now, naturally, I think teleporting the Lost Wing might have been faster, but y'all already know I struggle with navigating through that town.
He'd have our coin.
I was gonna... Oh, whoops, this was the wrong holding button. But no, it's sad. I just now noticed the buff items, the buff like things up at the top. Just now noticed them. Played this entire game so far without noticing them, not at all. Oops. I don't know why I find jumping and flying so adorable. This is not the way to go. Come on. Tokyo Drift. We want to be a tiny bit more north. Thankfully, this will be the last one that we need to pick up. And then we can head back to town, and hopefully we've gotten everything taken care of. Got the node. All right, come over. I was about to say. Torgal was popping off. Almost got a bug by himself. But now we got our 3 echoes. And now we can finally head back, I believe. So let's open up the world map. Yep, the world was as good as I can make it beforehand. And we're going to turn these 2 quests, maybe do some initial crafting and supply restocking. And then we're going to end off this first stream. And then we're going to continue the next stream at, I believe, 9. So let's go on ahead and turn some of the stuff in. Let's do some more initial restocking now.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price.
As you should, make that bank.
Some lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold.
Fair.
To satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap.
I mean, he's got that charm. Let's be real here.
So I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest gem in the twins.
I wasn't
And that's when he had me.
anticipating that.
I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam, but I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up.
That was cute. I like that. That was cute. Wasn't expecting that dialogue train, not one bit. But it still made me happy nonetheless.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have
All right, it's been a while since I've informed you about
you would like to
my
see them.
adventures.
I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question
So
for
much
me,
lore.
I should be happy to answer it.
I love it. I see. Ah, okay.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
I understand a little bit more now.
We've run out of Papio.
Be surprised how much a little bit of extra reading would go. Look at them, they're dating.
The man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword.
Rivals to lovers.
It's funny, but not. You remember Camille? With a steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
They're besties now. I love that for them.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
That sword's creamy.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
I wonder if that's his best weapon.
Does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This will take more than that to earn, but we're up for the challenge.
Now gimme.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
then
Those that drink to forget your past, you're drinking to embrace the future. I like it. I like it. I do. And I can't sing that song without getting copyrighted. I like it. Ooh. So Ragnarok and then the Goddard Demrung. So let's put on Ragnarok. Sword's absolutely gorgeous.
What do I owe the honor? I'm saying fortune, dear.
So what do I need for... So I still need more orichalcum. I need dark steel and I need a primitive battle horn. I still need even more orichalcum because I need to get that for the Ouroboros pieces.
And?
We'll see. We'll see.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Watch, after I talk to Vivian, it's gonna unlock even more stuff. I'm not gonna be ready.
Canva lost.
So, fun fact, when I was younger, for some reason, whenever I looked at Orichalcum, or I hope that's how it's pronounced, I always pronounce it Orichalcum. There's no H in the word. I don't know why.
Ah, sis.
All right, let's give you
Good,
the...
thankfully.
So what is this offering for us?
Me? The Telemon!
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again,
It's fine, really. My bad.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure
You could just buy me a...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you... And I reckon I know how. It's a metal, see? So it's
stretchy metal.
But...
I hate this. I forgot this is the guy who expanded our inventory. Even though we could have just had a bigger bag. He was adamant about making it as flexible as possible.
It's... Thank you, Owain.
Shh. Don't mention it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even one day, the whole world...
They'll hardly believe...
Right, we got our probably the stretchiest bag. There's the bag, there's the stretchy bag, and now we're at the stretchiest bag. And we still even managed to level up twice during stream. Our inventory did not need to be this big. Two more potions, one more high potions, and then two more of each. Not with 2 Ds. What is that? So on that note, wait, now there are hunts now. Maybe I could open up stream with like one of them right away.
How may I help you today, Clive?
By giving me that ring of the swift shot. We're almost there though. I bet you after some of those hunts, I can probably get the Genji gloves. So, Caravan traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had to encounter their journey. Aspect of lion. Okay, so it's a chimera. So desert heat. That is strongly implying Dalmec.
Clive! Quick look. Seen enough?
So, I say we still have about 15 minutes until the 3-hour mark. I think we should probably go to Dalmec and see if we could find that chimera, which I'm imagining is going to be in Titan's Way. First, though, I'm going to save, and maybe I probably should have restocked on items, now thinking about it. But it is what it is. I think I'm actually pretty strong, all things considered. Okay.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
I realize now that the path itself didn't matter all that much, but yeah, it sounds like we're about to fight a chimera, and I'm guessing that it's in Titan's wake.
Time to fight.
Nope, definitely not time to fight. Time to find this hunt.
No mistakes.
Like I said, my suspicion is that it's going to be right here. Oh! Okay, you know, just for that. No, I'm going to... No. I don't care if it's wasting time. Thing scared the bejeebus out of me with that attack. And I missed. You know what? It's staggered. I'm leaving. Holy mackerel, that scared the bejeebus out of me.
Come on. Faster.
Don't you guys just love that I'm still just super susceptible to being scared by anything and everything? Alright, let's see, what's over here? Not what I needed at all, but I will take this chest, so... Okay, where was I? Okay, Ring of the Demolitionist. So I was wrong. Next area I can check is probably over here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure where it would be. Fortunately, there isn't like a ton over here. Oh, you can come up here too. Yep, gonna move out the way. So there's not much over here as well. Where have I not been? This is what happens when you like fully explore the desert. I'll give myself 5 minutes to see if I could figure out where it is. So let's see. Cattery, I remember going there for a hunt. Empty Hovel. Bonnie, Vulcan's Forge. Probably not in the mine. That's for a couple. Army encampment, Silent Sow. Vaults. Gate. That's the town area with the Trader's Gate. It's a place with the V. Oh. It's somewhere in this desert. I remember that was Velcroy. Should I have looked first? Maybe. But we are stopped in town anyway, so let's go ahead and head to the shop to restock.
Can you believe we were getting...
We're gonna have more potions here overall, so I imagine that I can probably establish like some combat patterns and take them out first try.
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. Here you are. An excellent choice. I think your bag might be full.
What if my bag is not full, man?
Fare you well.
All right. I don't know if there's specific. I don't know if that boss is specifically in the northern desert, but we can take a quick little like lap. Yeah, I kind of want to start up in the northern desert. We know that what we're fighting is probably a chimera of some kind. Solid chance it might just be Akashic.
No need to ride from here. This might take a while.
Oh no, I got a whole bunch of men after me. Oh, whatever shall I do? But keep running. Wait, Sandstorm's kind of intense up here. Right, they can kind of come up from the ground. The chocobos be looking evil, by the way.
Time to fight.
I hate the sound that they make when they're coming up from the ground. I don't like it. Is it over here? No, it's not, but this is over here. So that's going to be Titan's Chronolith. So the next spot I would like to check is over there.
Faster.
Watch should be everywhere except the middle. Like,
time to fight.
ooh, why did Scorpions gotta sound like that? I feel like I'm missing like a very obvious spot. The Velcroy Desert. I know that I like gave this a pretty extensive exploration before. But I can't really imagine most other spots that they could like. Wait, oh, I see you. I see you over here. I see you, Mr. Chimera. Level 43, I've already fought something that was level 50, so I'm ready for you. Let's do this.
You deserve a rest.
Gorgamera. All right, let's see how we do. Oh, 45.
Stay close, Tor.
All right. Sorry. I thought it was something like dinner's ready or something silly like that. Okay, there we go. Got through the hunt, got myself my third orichalcum, so
someone your own size.
we're honestly looking in pretty good shape. I'm gonna teleport us back to the hideout, and I think that's where I'm gonna kind of leave things to kind of be ended off for the time being. I mean, there's really no other thing we can do right now, at least until we progress more with this story. So next time we are going to probably discuss a military strategy with Vivian. I swear this game unlocks even more stuff to do after. I'm going to be slightly sad, but we will get through it nonetheless. And so thank you guys all so very much for watching today's episode of Final Fantasy 16. As always, you guys can like, comment, and subscribe. It'll also help give me a little boosty boost in the algorithm. I would appreciate it. And I will be sure to see you guys all in a few hours for the next one. So I'll see you guys then. All right. Bye, guys.